I was hoping you can repeat what you explained the other day. Can you explain again what you were saying about the black universe and the blue in the mushroom?
Yeah, that was actually a really good conversation. I'd love to go over that again. Um, if for a moment we pretend that the block universe is true, and keep in mind, I'm not asking to believe it blindly. Um, just explore it honestly. So, if the block universe were true, then the past, present, and future already exist simultaneously. Kind of like frames in a film, like a giant cosmic film reel. So if we jump out on the first stepping stone of hypothesis here, this would mean that the blue in the mushroom, the psilocybin itself, wouldn't just exist now. It would exist across the entire structure of time. And if we're thinking linearly, it was here long before, if we're thinking linearly, it was here long before you were born, and it will exist long after we perish. But always, this blue in the mushroom is inside the block. Does that make sense? Now, from this perspective, suddenly the mushroom stops looking like some random accident of biology, and its purpose starts looking, let's put it this way, its purpose stops looking so mysterious, right? Especially when you realize these tiny organisms produce molecules that consistently affect identity, time perception, and consciousness itself. Honestly, that should make us pause for a second. Because people who experience these states often say similar things. I felt outside of time. I saw my whole life in one instant. Reality felt more real than normal. Now again, I'm not telling you this proves the block universe. I'm saying it gives us a fascinating lens for thinking about reality in a different way. Here's an easier way to see it. Imagine watching a parade from the street. You only see one float at a time. But from a helicopter, you can see the beginning, the middle, and the end, all at once. That's what I call expanded perspective. I truly believe it's closer to how reality actually works. And that's why synchronicities suddenly feel more meaningful to people. Things like, what do they call it? Deja vus. Deja vus become harder to dismiss. Life starts to feel less mechanical and more interconnected. I always say, when you're seeing synchronicities everywhere, and patterns, textures, over and over, it's not coincidence anymore. And honestly, quantum physics already tells us reality is far stranger than we were raised to believe. At some point, you have to admit the universe is a lot weirder than we pretend it is. And frankly, consciousness, in my opinion, is not exempt from that mystery. Now, in science, we do not use the term God, but I will say the universe itself moves in awe. And if it makes you feel better, I can accept that the universe is the body of God. I like the idea that we're not just random biological machines drifting through space, but rather the universe becoming aware of itself, one perspective at a time. So getting back to the block universe, if it is true, and I suspect it is, then every moment of your life still exists inside that structure. And right now, you cannot see the rest of what you're connected to. This also means what we always suspected. Every person you've ever loved, every lesson, every version of you is still there, not gone. Personally, I don't think this ends the mission. It literally begs that we begin a better conversation. Am I right? Y'all agree? Shake your head.
Like and subscribe for more.